All this Extreme Festival action is proudly brought to you by G&H Transport, by Kia for the Bacanto Cup, Paybar for Volkswagen Challenge, Car Care Clinic brings you all the action from Super Hatch and Triple Ones, and the BMW M Performance Parts Racing Series with their associate sponsors. Welcome to Zwartkops and round 3 of the regional Extreme Festival action. Great to see the crowds are out in full force these days, and they are absolutely loving being back at their favorite circuit up in Gauteng. We kick things off with the BMW M Performance Parts Racing Series and a big field of over 30 competitors coming to participate here this weekend. Straight into race action, and here we go. The crowds are loving it, as you can see on the sideline. Yes, this is what it's all about. The BMW M Performance Racing Series goes into turn 1 and led out at this stage by Nick Macris. A great start there from him, and look at the size of this field. Over 30 competitors heading down into turn 1, and a big field from Class A right down to Class E, and big action expected right through this pack. Good start there from Andreas Meyer. The German is sneaking through, so is Jagger Robertson. Jagger Robertson up into second place. He tucks in there behind Arie van den Berg, who was on pole position, looking to try and hang on to that pole position and lead things out. Already pressure from the German, though, onto Jagger. Jagger Robertson, one of the youngest competitors in this category, taking on a seasoned veteran and a 4-time champion in this class as he comes up under braking for turn 4, under pressure from the German. And just behind that, watch out for Rick Larrea. Rick Larrea coming through there, absolutely flying in the box BMW and looking very good. So is Nick Macris, who unfortunately has dropped back ever so slightly, but he's got a little bit of pressure coming now from Lyle Ramsey. There's a big move up into turn 5 and a change up for second place as the German gets ahead of the Viking car. And you can see Jagger Robertson trying to come back at him almost instantaneously. They're getting to Kenwood. On his tail, though, is Rick, and Rick looking for a way past here very early on, applying the pressure onto the youngster. Tucked in behind that, Osbagioni starting to make his way through the field, as well as Nicholas van Sale. And under pressure there, big time. The 357 BM is hugely under pressure from 3 cars, and a big slide there from Leroux coming out of turn number 8, G&H Transport corner. Further back in the pack, George Economides under a bit of pressure too from Michal Singh. Singh all over the back of this man and looking for a way to get past, but he's not going to be able to find it just yet. And you've got, as you can see, the crowd loving it. The action is thick and fast in BMW M Performance Parts Racing Series, and they put on a great show wherever they go. Change up there for third. Rick Larrea now looking to try and close that gap down on Jagger Robertson. Jagger Robertson is sitting there comfortably in third place, but the third place battle is up for grabs, there's no doubt about it. So is the lead. Look at this. Andreas Meyer slowly but surely closing in on the back end of Arie van den Berg. And a little bit of smoke coming out of Van den Berg's car. That could be a bit of a problem. We're going to have to keep an eye on that one. Might be a bit of tire rub there on the bodywork, but that 357 BMW is certainly under a bit of pressure. And the pressure's being applied big time by the German. Andreas Meyer looking and saying, well, there's a little bit of smoke in the water there. Possibly going to be a problem for that car. Could it be a potential problem to give him the lead? Doesn't look like it at this stage. He's driving around the problem and staying up ahead and keeping the lead of this race action here at Zwartkops. Through turn 3, and they come up onto the back straight away. Looking for a chance now to try and use the back markers to his advantage. Maybe get away from the German. Andreas Meyer is closing down. Look at the big flame out of the side of that car. Under the gear change there. Brilliant stuff. And now they've got some back markers in the mix. This is where things could happen and things could change up. They've got half a lap to go here as they get to the top of the hill. I think Arie's got enough here. That one little back marker might have just slowed the German up enough and just changed his whole look and outlook for this race 1. And you can see just how tough it's going to be. They are flying here. And this is what it's all about in the BMW M Performance Parts Racing Series. Racing right through the field. Every single class in this category has some great action. But the top of the list this time out is going to go to Arie van den Berg. He's going to take the win, even with the smoking gun there at 357. The Magnum smoking gun across the line there and taking the victory ahead of Andreas Meyer. Jagger Robertson in third, beats out Rick Larrea ahead of Nick Macris, Lyle Ramsey, Osbagioni, Nick van Sale, Mark Jones, and the top 10 rounded off by Rob Gehring. Let's catch up now with Arie van den Berg with the overall victory and Class A, taking on the German in Class B with half the power.
I finished first in the race and also first in Class A. My first race that I actually finished. I bought a car, took it to fast developments. We did some working on it. 2 races that went so well, but finally we won the car. So yeah, happy with the win. I hope we can keep it up in race 2.
Well, quick little break here for guys to get an opportunity to go and get something to snack on. And great to see that all of our vendors are back at Zwartkops as well. That certainly looks like it's worthwhile. And get ready now for race number 2 of the BMW M Performance Parts Racing Series. Tyre choice could be vital. It's slightly cooler conditions here in the late afternoon for race 2, and a change up on the grid as well, as we've got a reverse grid there. So keep an eye out on how things are going to turn around here Look out for Nick Macros to try and turn things around and possibly spoil the day for everybody else. This is the restart here of race number 2, and as we get down towards turn number 1, it's frantic activity down toward turn 1, looking for everybody to try and sort things out. We've had a couple of incidents that have led to the second start here for the second heat, but everybody now sorting themselves out and getting through turn 1 without any issues. Renier Smith coming through there rapidly, looking for an opportunity to be at the top end of his category, but you can see it's another 30-odd cars out there. Even though we had a couple of cars that didn't make it out again, there's still a huge field here, and lots to be sorted out. Portkita getting away at the front end. How's that? That's a big turnaround there. Ari van den Berg, race 1 winners up in the second, looking to try and be as consistent as possible. And Lorenzo Gatteri with a fantastic start there to see how he can go at the front end. Fabio Vedetto closing in on Andreas Mayer. Already pressure being put onto Mark Jones as they head to the top of the hill. Osbagioni is applying some pressure of his own as well as they get to the top of the hill there, trying to just squeeze through and sliding out of turn 5. Jonesy under a bit of pressure in the SAF Speed car. You can see just how difficult that's going to be. It's going to be an easy way to keep out a hard charge coming from Jagger Robertson. But Portkita is now getting away, and he's leading things out ahead of Ari van den Berg relatively easily. The 911 car there is Gatteri. There's a dive from Jagger Robertson. Has he been able to make it stick down into turn 8? No, not quite, just up the inside there. Mark Jones slams the door shut. Jonesy not only participating here in BMW M Performance car Series, but also in the Gazoo Racing Cup. He's had a fantastic race season this season, and so he's battling hard there with Jagger Robertson, who's also got dual duties to do this time out. Alan Hilligan, much better start there from him, just outside the top 10. He's just ahead of Michelle Singh, and look out for Hein van der Merwe starting to close down on the two of them. There's great drive from the Viking car. Around the outside of that SAV Speed machine, is it going to be Jagger Robertson or Jones to come out? Jagger versus Jones. Oh, problems, 66 car on the side there. That's a big pity there to lose that car, and it looks like it could be in harm's way, and yes, safety car had to be called. So safety car being called there, and unfortunately that's going to get us into about a 2 or 3 lap sprint race here to finish up the day's proceedings. Portkita leads things out, and he's going to try and hang on to it for now. He's got Ari van den Berg, who's concertinaed right up there with him, and we've got, by the looks of things, 3 laps to go as the lights go out. So 3 lap sprint race now, and van den Berg is right there on Portkita's tail, and he's got Gatteri right on his tail as well. The 3 cars there fighting hard now for honours in the second heat here of M Performance Parts Racing Series. They come down into turn 2, Portkita under a bit of pressure. You can feel that pressure coming from that 357 car of van den Berg, and he wants another victory. He's had the top step of the podium. He's tasted what it feels like to have a victory, and he wants more. And he's certainly going to push hard for it. Oh, Bagioni with a big problem. Oh, it's Bagioni with a massive slide coming out of turn 1, and he's backed it up, I think, into the inside wall of turn 1. This could possibly lead to another safety car. Oh, and Portkita's got problems too. The leader's gone off. Thomas Portkita has gone off the circuit, and that's at the top of the hill in between 5 and 6. So I wonder if there was an incident that happened there between himself and the 357 car, or did he just go off on his own? Didn't quite catch that one, but he's definitely going to make his way slowly but surely back onto the grey stuff. And that is the leftover parts of that BMW. And Osbagioni's not going to be happy about that. A small mistake coming from him, and maybe a little touch between other cars that he was involved with. Portkita slowly but surely making his way, or trying to make his way back onto the track. I wonder if that's going to cause him some incidents, or possibly bring out that safety car. The safety car has been deployed one more time, and in fact, red flag. Red flag is called, which means they're going to take that lap 1 lap back, and the race will be declared 1 lap before the incident there with Osbagioni, which means looks like Thomas Portkita is going to have the luck go his way, even though he's gone off the circuit. And he'll be gifted the victory there ahead of Ari van den Berg, Lorenzo Gatteri, Fabio Vedetto in 4th place, beats out Rick Lorero, and then it's Osbagioni, the man crashed right there, who gets 6th, ahead of Mark Jones, Andreas Mayer, Jagger Robertson, and Nick van Zyl.